That hum is music to a print journalist's ears. But for more and more small-town and rural newspapers, it's feeling like the day the music died.
We want to tell accurate stories and be honest.
Art Cullen is the editor of Iowa's Storm Lake Times, circulation 3,300. His brother John is the publisher.
We always wanted the newspaper to be a mirror on the community.
They've worked together here for 30 years. Both have stopped drawing salaries to keep their paper alive.
I went on early Social Security in May.
So you're working for free?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
The benefits are good. No, I get health insurance and a free subscription.
Cullen jokes, but journalism is serious business here. His son Tom is a staff reporter. Wife Dolores writes features. And his fearless editorials have won him a Pulitzer Prize. But that sure doesn't pay the bills.
I've got paychecks, from years ago that I never cashed.
Serious?
Yeah, there's one right there.
You don't cash them?
When things get lean, you just leave them in the drawer.
To look across Iowa's endless green fields, one could wonder if any news happens here at all. But the state has some of the dirtiest water in the country, and its packing plants were hotbeds of COVID spread.
I just randomly grabbed this paper, and it's from June 10th, 2020, and it says, with 4 dead, expert says BV not close to its peak in the pandemic. People just simply wouldn't know that people were dying here.
BV is Buena Vista County, the Times its proud watchdog, but on a short financial leash.
We're 3 hours from anywhere. That's what you'd lose. And you'd lose the high school sports scores, and you'd lose the new baby photos and engagement pictures and the obits.
Papers like the Storm Lake Times are the tie that binds small towns together. While some of what they cover may seem quaint, what else they cover has consequence.
Where there is a news desert, that is no local newspaper, tax rates tend to go up, corruption cases tend to increase, even crime increases, because there's a certain amount of shaming that a local newspaper does when you get arrested for something.
And it goes in the paper.
It goes in the paper.
You folks certainly do know how to make a body feel at home.
Numerous small Iowa towns bear little resemblance to their depiction in Meredith Willson's The Music Man. You really ought to give Iowa a try. Immigrants have come here by the thousands, lured by jobs in the packing plants, many Hispanic.
Denison is 50% Latino now.
Yes, Denison, Iowa, Donna Reed's hometown. Upstairs, Lorena Lopez runs La Prensa, a free bi-monthly.
La Prensa is the only paper in Spanish. It's the only newspaper that they have in their own language.
In its 15-year existence, La Prensa has established valuable credibility in an age of mis- and disinformation. But COVID crushed La Prensa's ad sales, same as the Storm Lake Times.
It's pretty bad. We lost money all during the pandemic. Were it not for the PPP, we would have closed.
Cullen and his colleagues have gone on the road asking for funds to build foundation support for their papers.
We really need to talk about our survival.
It may be the only way they can continue to serve.
Why is it important, do you think, that this newspaper exists and continues to exist?
Somebody has to tell the story of Storm Lake. There are bad things that happen here, just like there are bad things that happen everywhere. But there are many more good things. We have to remind people of that in the community, that this is really a great place to live.
And I think one of the things that we lose in this is that these papers really foster a sense of goodwill in the towns, right? So the front page paper from the week we were there, the big story on the front page is how the local thrift shop in 15 years raised $2 million for the local parochial school, right? Yeah. That's news. And as people see something like that, it's not the same as a little blurb on the school's webpage, right?
Absolutely. You frame the paper, you save the paper, like you said, from births to obituaries. I mean, it's your community.
Yeah, when
you
you're
touch something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So much
When
more
your Girl Scout troop sells more cookies, you clip that out and put it on the refrigerator, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the accountability that the editor talks about. To lose
Art
that
Cullen is
also,
a beast. He lets no stone unturned, and, well, as you saw.
This is a story that could be repeated in a lot of communities, a lot of towns,
many places all over the country.
So now what?
Yeah, people have unique problems sometimes everywhere where you can't go to a lawyer, you can't go to the police, so you go to the newspaper to get your problem solved. And if you remove that, it's just bad.
Really well said.
Yeah.
And there are just amazing pieces in this story, including there was a story 50 years ago that the Hells Angels motorcycle group was going to come to the town. So people were getting married this weekend. They interviewed them and said, "What did you do?" They said they had to hide their car in a barn because they were so concerned that the Hells Angels were coming.
Harry, such an important story.
Always open our eyes, Harry. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.